one thing, I don't want to talk about this anymore. It's making me sad. You're amazing. Thank you so much. One thing I think became really apparent during COVID and the sharing of information, is there any network beyond obviously what Bossy provides that you can go to for your profession? Like we have the New York State Restaurant Association. We get a lot of information. There's a lot of different trade organizations. Is there one for what you do?
There are online Facebook groups that are like kind of networking, and a lot of it's photography, you know, and photographers and videographers. But mostly what comes through those is like, hey, I need a second shooter who's available for these dates. Or, hey, I want to know what you guys think of the Sigma 16 millimeter lens. Or, you know, it's not the type of connection that I find with Bossy. There is nothing like Bossy that I've found that's just free love and support and rejuvenation. The rejuvenation I get out of a cocktail hour, there's nothing like it. I can walk in there completely broken and leave feeling like I could own the world.
I still am surprised you came last time. I did not expect to see you.
I know. I needed it, though. Like, I needed it. I needed to be around other women who are having the same kind of struggles, you know? They're like that shared realization that shit ain't easy, you know? And the willingness and the want to, what's the woman's name from Island Raps?
Pat.
Oh my God. When she stood up and spoke, I was like, I needed you. That's who I needed tonight. I don't know you from Pete, but everything that you just said just spoke to my heart. And now I feel okay. And I can, you know, leave tonight and feel like it was all worth that 2 hours of walking away from the shit show that was my house.
I often feel the same way. It's so hard to get there sometimes. It's just another thing on your to-do list.
But once you're there, it's like it's so relieving and so rejuvenating.
Asa, I love you.
I love you too, Jordan.
Join us October 16th through the 19th in Geneva for our Bossy Build and Balance Retreat.
We are filling each day with seminars and activities to promote self and business health,
allowing time to rejuvenate and build your business.
Go to bossyrock.com to sign up for our email list and stay up to date on offerings and opportunities.
Follow us at Bossy Rock. Be bold, be bossy.
See you in Geneva.
I belong to Bossy because it is a community of women of all entrepreneurial levels, supporting, encouraging, stretching, correcting, and loving each other so that we can be the best versions of ourselves to be successful business owners in our community. As a woman of color, it is important that there be inclusivity and respect of people's cultures and the differences between us, and that's what you get with Bossy. I have seen the women of Bossy encourage and support and rally around a member who's been in the group one day the exact way that they have for a member who has been in the group for years. And that's important for people to come in and feel loved, welcomed, and appreciated for who they are, where they are.
Any advice for people who are looking to change careers or start their career out as a photographer or videographer?
Don't do it. No.
Don't do it.
You better be tenacious. You better be willing to work 2 jobs and be hungry. And you better know what you're doing, because if you're not a photographer and you're not trained in that and you don't have the education to back that up, there are a million other photographers that have a digital camera and are charging half as much as they should to shoot whatever it is you're hiring them for. And if you can't shoot things better than they can, you're going to burn out real quick. And if you can't command the kind of prices that'll actually feed your family and pay your bills, it's not going to be worth it. So have an education, be a really good photographer before you become a business owner, because otherwise you're going to be a medium-sized fish in a medium-sized pond with 150 million minnows all fighting over the same food.
Right. Yeah, because we always say bad news travels much faster than good news. So,
Yeah.
So would you suggest working for someone first? Finding somebody who kind of does the stuff that you want to do and then maybe trying to work for them first?
I mean, I didn't go that route, so I don't think I have any, like, I don't have experience with that. Like, I'm the one that was like, I've got a couple of years of photography. I've been shooting for 20 years. My husband knows video. He's been shooting in the business for 20 years. I think we should just open up a business and just go for it, right? And it was sheer tenacity that I'm still in business 10 years later. Because if it wasn't without my like willingness to never give up and willingness not to pigeonhole myself into one thing, right? A lot of people are like, I'm a wedding photographer. I'm a portrait photographer. I only do real estate. Like, our market is oversaturated with photographers in every genre. And so the thing that's kept me in business is the fact that I can do photo, I can do video, I can do corporate, I can do personal. And the only thing I don't touch is boudoir. And that's just because I think it's 1980s silly. And every time somebody says boudoir, I think of feather boas and blue eyeshadow. But that's just me. Like, there's awesome boudoir photographers out there that are stepping it up to the next level and making women feel gorgeous. And that's great. You should hire them.
Well, I mean, that's a specific personality. Like, as a photographer, you have to really love what you're doing and be ready to dive in because you're so, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, self-conscious. Mm-hmm. I mean, you're so...
There's vulnerabilities there that, I mean, I have shot really fun, awesome nude photography sessions, but they're very specific. They're not sensual, right? Like, I had a couple come to me. They were a wedding couple of mine, and they were like, listen, we're never going to be in as good a shape as we are right now, and we want nudes of ourselves. And I was like, all right, we'll do it. But listen, you have to learn acro yoga because I'm not just going to like shoot private photos of you guys being weird. So I don't care what poses you come up with. But you need to come up with 5 distinct poses that you guys work together to create, and that's what we're gonna shoot.
Can you see these photos?
Hell yeah, I've got some of them on my phone. I'll show you in a bit. They're awesome, and those guys are in amazing shape, and it was cool. It's.
I love that was your answer.
Yeah,
like, I'll do it, but you have to do XYZ first and come back when you're ready.
Right. I have done boudoir for friends. 2 boudoir sessions, I would say. One was for my friend, my very, very close friend, whose husband was selling his truck and really, really upset that he had to sell this like 1980s Chevy. I don't even remember what the truck was. But we straight up went to Ellison Park and she did all these sexy poses all over the truck. That was so like cool. Her way of saying to her husband, I'm really sorry, you got to get rid of your truck. Here's some sexy photos of your truck. And then I did another one for a close friend of mine who had breast cancer. And we did the shoot on Mother's Day. And I'm really, really glad we did because that Thursday they took both her breasts and she wasn't expecting it. She thought that she was going to have more time with them. And if we hadn't done that shoot, she wouldn't have a way. I mean, I don't know. Do we take cell phones of our boobs? Maybe usually. Sometimes. Not usually.
Only if you're trying to pick out lip gloss shades.
Right. Yeah. Guys, I straight up did that in the store the other day. I was like looking down my shirt to see if I could see my color. I'm like, I think I'm this.
Okay, so for recording this, it needs to be okay. So for those of you who do not know, I made an announcement. This is Erica. That I saw the perfect way to pick out a lip gloss or a lipstick for your skin tone specifically is to match your areola to a lip color. And it's amazing.
It's amazing.
Since then, I have had people come to me and say I've taken pictures of my breasts and or have looked at them in the stores. And I feel so proud that I shared that information.
I sure as shit did that the other day
so
when I had to buy a specific lip color for Echo for her dance recital, right? And I'm like,
wait. Share who Echo is.
Oh, Echo is my 8-year-old daughter. And so I'm in the store and like lipsticks were like buy one, get one. And I was like, oh, well, and I just pulled out my shirt and started trying to like see my Ariel colors. And I was like, thank you, Erica.
You're welcome. The tidbits of information.
Yeah.
Well, on that
but I should
note,
have taken a photo. It would have been a lot easier.
Well, I mean, you are a photographer.
Right.
I would like to take a moment to wish Asa a happy birthday.
Yay! 45.
Happy birthday.
I was going to say we didn't have to say how old, but whatever.
45 minus 18.
Why minus 18?
I don't know. Why not?
Okay.
I like to just stick with 30. I'm like 30 plus 14.
No,
Right.
hell with that, man. Celebrate that you're getting older and you're
Yeah,
wiser.
I don't mind. Listen, you couldn't pay me enough to go back and be 20
way.
again.
That's
Hell no.
Nope.
I am fine.
I'm
I am
moving that
fine
way.
at 40s. I'll be fine at 50s. I'll
would
probably
just
be a
like
little
to
more saggy at 60s, but that's all
Not
right.
lose years. Like COVID, I felt like I just lost.
Yeah.
I'm like, how did I turn 44? Because I was just 41.
Right.
Like, I just want to know that I'm in that year.
Right.
I'd like to not have that happen again. That's all.
Yeah.
I don't mind aging.
Yeah, no, I don't mind aging at all. Bring it.
So, happy birthday, Asa.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And thank you for sharing everything. That was incredible.
All right. Thank you, Asa.
Thank you.
I love Asa's tenacity and her positive outlook.
How she keeps going, it's something I'm going to try and keep in my mind when I've got these little things that keep coming up. Like, yeah, to just keep going.
And even if you're not in Rochester, you can follow Bossy on our public pages. On social, you can find us at Bossy Rock, BOSSYROC, and let us know if you've experienced anything like this and how you overcame it.
Yeah, we'd love to hear your story, so please reach out.
Well, tune in next time for Getting Real with Bossy. We are excited to share another story with you, and we hope you like it.
All right, Bossies, thank you for listening.
Now subscribe, get out there, be bold, be brave, and be the boss. This podcast has been brought to you by Gallery Salon, where beauty and art collide. You can find out more at galleryhair.com.